The way you train any exercise determines what you get out of it, but this is particularly true for the row. And whether you're wasting your time with this movement or extracting the best things that it has to offer depends on whether or not your approach to training it accommodates its unique qualities. So to get right to the point, this comes down to making sure you're not training your rows too heavy. To be clear, rows can be very useful. They are a great exercise for beginners to build pulling strength for pull-ups. They're also the perfect choice for a lighter training day. But what I really want to focus on in this video is the one thing that the row does exceptionally well, and that is increase the strength and control in the muscles around the shoulder blades. The row is one of the best tools we have for building scap retraction strength, the ability to pull your shoulder blades back. And this is very useful if you want to get good at arched back chest to bar pull-ups, which take a ton of strength in these muscles. But if you want to develop that strength, the row needs to be trained light enough to actually allow for this function to happen. And this can be a little counterintuitive at first, but just follow me here. When it comes to upper body pulling exercises, rows have a strength curve that is considerably more skewed and extreme than pull-ups or chin-ups. The bottom of the row is really easy and the top is very difficult. And it's at the top of the movement where we fully pull our shoulder blades back and get full scapular retraction. And that's what we want from a row. But here's the problem. Because of that extreme strength curve, the loading threshold at which you can no longer achieve complete scap retraction, control, and full range of motion is fairly low. And when you load it heavy, you risk losing out on this function. Now you can preserve range of motion and pretty good movement mechanics in a chin-up all the way down to a 1 rep max, which is why they are king for developing raw upper body pulling strength. But there's really no such thing as a 1 rep max row. Anything you can do for a clean rep, you can almost certainly do for multiple reps, and anything really hard enough to challenge you at the bottom is just going to be impossible at the top. And even at sub-maximal intensities, it's really easy to start arm pulling or losing out on range of motion, leaving out the very thing that rows do exceptionally well, scap retraction. And if you do that, you're just left with an inferior back exercise, one that leaves out scap retraction and really just targets the lats, but does so through a small range of motion in the shortened position. And that's not the most potent recipe for growth or transfer to chest to bar pull-ups. So pay special attention to the quality of this movement, prioritize variations that allow you to train and develop scap retraction, and certainly, get strong with them over time, but be cautious of chasing progressions that reduce your range of motion and sacrifice your movement mechanics. So I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.